Good morning. How you doing? Happy Wednesday. It is hump day. It is hump day, everyone. Thank y'all for joining the show. This is the Caramel Rail Show. I am Caramel Rail. For those of you joining for the very first time, thank y'all for being patient. I was coming, y'all. Okay, y'all don't have stuff to do before I come on here and talk my junk. So thank you guys for letting me get that out the way first, so we can give you guys a great show. Okay, because y'all know we be lit over here. We be lit over here. We be lit. All right, we be over here on my damn wife beater on with my chain and my wife beater on, giving y'all this good news. And I hope you guys are feeling blessed this morning as I am. Okay, it's a rainy, dreary. How they say it? Dreary day. I think that's how they say it. I can really be in my bed today, but of course, we got to work, honey. A man that don't work shall not eat, and I love to eat. All right, so let's get into our show. Let's go ahead and speak to everybody first, okay? Shirley Terry, good morning, good morning. Deborah Johnson, good morning. My top flight, Ma Rose is in the building. Good morning, Rose. Good morning. Erica Rogers, good morning. Erica Butler, the Ericas are here. Erica Rogers and Erica Butler is in the building. Good morning, guys. Candlelight, good morning. Lisa Bell, good morning. Henry Lee is here. Henry Lee is here. Lana Thomas is here. Greatness Love is here. Kelly Davis is in the building. Carolyn Sharp is here. Cassandra D is up in here. Darlene Mungum is here. Good morning. Mary Jacobs is here. Good morning. Good morning. I don't want to repeat some names. Let's see. Let's keep scrolling. Pamela Williams. Good morning. Verdi Tulu Taylor. Brenda Gresham is here. Says she's ready for the tea. It's coming, honey. Hunty B. Yes. DC Girl 501 is here. Felicia is here. April RN Virgo. Y'all need a good RN. Go and holler at April. She's going to get you right. Sunny Days is here. Tabitha Lester is here. Good morning, ma'am. Says good morning, everyone. Have a blessed day. Yes. Valerie Riley, good morning. Shonda Allen, good morning. Tabitha Hester, good morning. Jonetta Speaks is in the building. Good morning. So listening from the bushes. Okay. Are you a content creator, Jonetta Speaks? Let me know so I can add your name to my content creator list. Okay. So when I do my thank yous, I feel like she is a content creator. I'm gonna add your name just in case. Just drop down, let me know, okay? Faith Williams is here. Vera Dockery is here. Chevelle Carter is here. Kelly S is in the building. Good morning. Kim Yu, good morning. Playtime is here. Redo 6 is here. French Shorts is here. Good morning. Say good morning, everyone. Sunny days again. Good morning. All right. Jonette said no, just a subscriber. Okay. Your name sounds like a content creator. All right. Well, let's go ahead and take it off. Let's go ahead and take it off. Maybe I'm speaking that into existence, honey. Then I might be telling you to start a channel. Who knows? All right. Yes, God. So let's go ahead and get into our show. Public enemy, frenemy, number 1. Okay. I see you in the building. Say good morning, CR. Thanks for being here. And everyone coming in. Y'all know we love you all down to the ground. All right. Let me see my Cheryl Williams. I see you, love. Good morning. All right, let's get into our show because we do have one. We do have one. First, let's get some business out of the way first, okay? For those of you who've been watching me for a very long time, and for those of you that have just started watching me, you guys know I do not dwell in mess, okay? I don't like it. I don't like clicks. I don't like just mess, period. Let me just go ahead and put it on the table before we get into the show, because I think sometimes I have to do this little, disclaimer every now and then to kind of catch everybody back up on how things run when it comes to me. All right, I don't like mess. I don't like drama. Please do not send me DMs asking me about something that somebody else is going through or is in the middle of. I don't like that. Okay. I don't like that. So I'm going to have to start blocking people because I think I've said it enough times that people should understand how I rock and how I roll. I don't do mess. I don't want to be involved in it. If somebody else is fighting, that's between them and them, not with me. I rock with who I rock with. I support who I support. Nobody's going to tell me where to go, when to go, who to support, whose chat to be in, none of that. I'll pop in and out, for a couple minutes, say, hey, hit that like, and I'm out. I'll go and support somebody else. But just because you see me in certain rooms or whatever, it is what it is. That's where I choose to be. So let's not be hitting me, because I've had people hit me in the DMs. Camera, do you like so-and-so? Do you support so-and-so? Like, I don't do clicks. The last time I checked, I am a very, very grown individual. Grown ass woman with discernment. And if I see a person moving in a certain way that I don't rock with, then I got to get up out of there. Okay. Y'all seen me. I will disconnect real quick. All right. I'll turn the TV off on your ass real quick if I see you moving in a way that just does not align with how I move. Okay. It's not personal. That's just how I choose to be. I don't like drama. I'm a stress-free individual. And that's how I choose to be. However, in my Kimmy voice, okay, I would like for people to understand when you guys see, and I'm not calling anybody out in particular, because I think everybody have been seeing what's going on in the YouTube streets. All right. Right. Do you real? That's me, honey. I got to do me. All right. Call it bougie, whatever you want. I'll be that. I will be that, but I'm going to still keep my peace. I'm not going to let nobody taint my peace. All right. Protect your peace at any rate. All right. But that's me. People got to start using their discernment. When you see things going on in these YouTube streets, you don't have to ask the person what's going on. I think everybody that have a brain up there, hopefully it's working. Hopefully your chairs are under your table and your elevator can go further than the basement. Understand, and I get it, a lot of people like to be loyal to certain content creators. Great for you. I don't mind that. But loyalty and reality should always be in the same form. All right. I'm gonna say it again. Loyalty and reality should always connect. We have some people that want to be loyal to certain people and they see bullshit and they continue to deal with that. And again, support who you want to support, but when you see the truth, when you see discernment, when you see things that are not quite right, use your brain and your discernment in order to put yourself in a space where you don't, I'm trying to say this in the right way, where you don't put yourself in a situation where you go down as well. Is that a great way to say it? I'm talking about who I'm talking about. Okay. I didn't say anyone's name. But I think the person I'm talking about, I think everybody knows. Okay. We don't have to call a name. I think we all know. If you guys are in the YouTube streets, you know exactly what's going on. All right. Discernment and loyalty, discernment and reality, loyalty and reality. All those things should align, should connect. Okay. Stop being bamboozled. Stop being told certain things and running with everything. Stop amen. And like they say in church, stop amen and everything a person say before it even fly out of their mouth. How do you know what they're going to say before you just, amen? Yeah. Stop doing that, guys. Okay. I think a lot of you guys that watch me, you guys are very, very intelligent. You guys are able to distinguish between what's real and what's not. I try to give you guys very good content, but I do pride myself on staying out of mess. Okay. Just because somebody's fighting, it doesn't mean that Caramel is in on the mess. I promise you. I see the shit, but I'm like, oh, okay. Hopefully they work that shit out because I'm going to be over here, right? I'm focusing on my stuff. Says it's been so quiet on YouTube. I'm not heard it. I'm enjoying a piece of quiet. Yeah, okay. All of that. Okay. But yeah, I said all that to say this. Y'all get it. If y'all been watching me for a while, you know how I move. And that's just what it is. I will two-step up out of that bullshit in a second if I see some mess. And that's just how I pride myself. But thank you guys for acknowledging and seeing that and continue to support the channel. Okay. Yeah. I some of the stuff be funny to me. I look at me like, what? It's amazing. It's amazing how some of this stuff be going on. But I be like, oh, okay. But let's get into the show. All right. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. All right. Let's get into it. Y'all know politics is first, and that's where we're going to start. All right. Let's get into the show. I had to say that, Lord, because I said, baby, I had to block. I literally had to block a couple people on my Facebook, on my Caramel Rail show page, as well as in Instagram, because people hit me in the DMs with mess. And I'm like, okay, I told y'all, I don't mean no disrespect and I don't want to be rude. I don't want to come off as hurt nobody's feelings, but I've told you guys time and time again, don't hit me up with what's going on with somebody else. I don't care. And that I might seem rude, but I don't care. I really don't. I have enough going on in my own life. I have enough going on in things that I got to handle to be worried about somebody else's problems. They'll figure it out. You grown. And if not, they still don't have shit to do with me. All right. Moving along though. Shout out to Jasmine Crockett, because y'all know I love her. People are crazy. All right. So she says it is sad that some folks only see the light when it hits home. Said that we were sent here to represent hundreds of thousands of people, not just our households. She goes on to say that it's time for Republicans to remember their oath and do right by the people they serve. I agree with that. All right. With so much going on in the world right now, I think that everything is split down the middle. Republicans, Democrat. I don't know why everything has to be like that, to where you got to, Republican, Democrat, black, white. Like, it's crazy. To be honest with you, we all got to live in this world. We all got to be on this earth. We should have one common interest on being peacefully, trying to move peacefully and get the things done that need to be done. Okay. We unfortunately, we have a person in office that is about splitting people up and dividing, the spirit of division, versus trying to come together and have one common interest, which is having peace and running things in a smooth in a smooth environment in the way that they should be moved. I don't understand it, but let's get into what Jasmine Crockett has to say.
Seems like everything that is important, this child ain't read the bill and has no idea of what's going on. I don't understand why Georgia keeps sending her to DC, but this is not the first time that she wasn't quite clear on what damage it was that her party was ushering in. But listen, I will take her seeing the light at any point in time. And so, yeah, it's sad that she can only see the light when it directly impacts her, because she is elected to represent almost 1 million people. And so not listening to your constituents as they're calling and they're talking about their struggles, but then making it about your children, your adult children, because their premiums are going to go up. Listen, I'll take a yes vote or somebody coming to the table, whatever way I can get it. But I just don't believe that that's how government is supposed to work. I don't have any children. When I am governing for the people that elected me. And I don't think that I should be looking at it and thinking, well, because this personally is going to impact me, then maybe I should flip how I feel about it. Yeah. It seems like everything that is important,
all of that, okay? It's so much going on right now in Congress. You guys know the government shut down. Everybody's at a standstill with this whole vote in terms of what this person feels, what this person feels. Meanwhile, other people's money, livelihood, and everything else is being affected by these decisions. This is a praying time. That's all I can say. It's a praying time. Hopefully they can figure this out, because we have a lot of people who are on furlough, which we all know that could be a catastrophe as well. People are trying to pay their mortgages. People are trying to pay car payments, put food on the table, deal with issues with their kids in school. Just life. Life is lifing at this point. So when you see things like this, again, and I continue to say it, and I'm going to keep saying it, you have to put yourself in a position where you're going to survive. All right. Whether it be a second job, side hustle, whatever the case may be. Don't keep looking at the train coming at you full speed, and at no point in time you make no plans to move. You got to bust a move at some point in time. Okay. And when you see Congress going in the direction that it's going, it's like a freight train coming at you full speed ahead. Don't be standing there saying, should I get off the tracks or should I stay here? At some point you got to bust a move. Okay. Let's continue. All right. We keep talking about these trashy pastors, and I like calling them out because biblically it says when you know the way, you go the way. So how can a person who know the Bible backwards and forward keep getting caught up in stuff like this and then want to continue to reprimand other people and continue to preach to other people when you don't follow the way of the good book? So Donald Trump's former campaign spiritual advisor, who knew he had a spiritual advisor? That's the first I ever heard of it. Robert Morris pleads guilty to child sex abuse. Ain't that something? Look who Donald Trump is attached to. So first you were attached to Epstein. Now your spiritual advisor is this motherfucker here who out here inappropriate with kids. Am I surprised? Absolutely not. No, this particular person will serve 6 months in the county jail. That's it. That's it for sexually abusing children. You only get 6 months. I feel like Trump is behind that. And if he go and pardon this person, he needs to be impeached. Okay. I mean, damn. Says, and he must register as an sex offender and pay $250K. That's probably nothing to him. That's probably what he gets paid at his church for a salary. $250K. That's probably nothing. 6 months in jail is nothing. That's a slap on the wrist. I mean, damn, Diddy got more time for just traffic and telling the hoes where to go versus this motherfucker here touching them. Y'all pardon me, y'all know, child. I get mad with stuff like this. But let's get into it, honey. Let's get into it.
Thank you, Jesus. For
the man who once led one of the largest congregations in America. Today, walking into an Oklahoma courthouse, pleading guilty to sexually abusing an underage girl.
This has taken my entire lifetime to get here.
That girl was Cindy Clemishire, now 55. Inside the courtroom, delivering a message to her abuser through tears, as Gateway Church founder Robert Morris admitted to 5 felony counts of lewd or indecent acts with a child in the 80s.
People need to know who he is, that he came into our home as a pedophile, disguised as a preacher.
The abuse began on Christmas night in 1982, Cindy says, when she was 12 and Morris 21. It continued for years. A secret Cindy kept until 1987, when she told her parents and church leaders, and for the first time last year, shared publicly.
He started by touching my breast and putting his hands in my pants.
and then Thank you, Jesus, for
The man who once led one of the decades past, Morris grew into an evangelical powerhouse, even serving on President Trump's Spiritual Advisory Council, at times alluding to past transgressions in his sermons.
Sexual temptation is an appetite of the flesh, and I developed an appetite before I was saved.
His sins that NBC News reported on last year, now officially crimes. Morris handed a 10-year sentence, though he will only serve 6 months in a county jail as part of the negotiated plea deal. He will also have to register as a sex offender and pay $250,000 in restitution.
There is hope to come out of shame and to be whole again. And that's my hope for me, my hope for other victims, and even for Robert.
For this survivor, justice decades delayed, but tonight, no longer denied. Priscilla Thompson, NBC News.
How the hell you get 10 years and you only have to serve 6 months? What kind of plea deal was that? Who was behind this plea deal is my question, because I've never heard of nothing like that in my life. 6 months for 5 felonious counts of child, y'all get it. It does not surprise me that he has connections to Trump. It just does not surprise me. Because Trump is over SEXualized as well. He was, like I said, connected to the Epstein shit, which is why he don't want those damn, that list to come out, the Epstein files or whatever. He don't want that shit to come out because he know his name is all up and through it. So, of course, we're reading here, former megachurch pastor Robert Morris has pled guilty to sexually abusing a child. Now, in 2000, Morris became one of the founding pastors of Gateway Megachurch in South Lake, Texas. Outside of Dallas. For those of you that may know where it is, it says that he helped build a church into one of the largest congregations in the country. Now, in 2016, he was appointed to Trump's evangelical, I guess that's how you say it, advisory board during his presidential campaign. Now, before this, it says in 1982 in Oklahoma, woman named Cindy Clemshire, now 55 years old, accused the pastor who was in his early 20s of sexually abusing her on Christmas night. Motherfucker was playing Santa. Says that she alleged that he abused her from 12 until she was 16. Now, in 2024, Morris admitted to some of the allegations against him to the Christian Post and resigned from his church thereafter. Now, you weren't going to resign until these allegations came out. You're going to stay your ass up there and keep trying to preach to people and keep taking them people money, all right, and coercing them into giving you more money. Y'all know how it beat y'all and make sure we need 1,000 people to give $1,000. Y'all know when you hear that, it's time to go. Unless you're in Marvin's Sap Church, then you can't go because they're going to put the chains on the door like on Lean On Me, okay? You're going to get stuck up in there. The usher going to be standing in front of the damn door with her ass cheeks on the doorknob so you can't turn that bitch and get out of there until you get that $1,000. That's you happy. But so 10 years is what they gave him, and a 10-year suspended sentence, and he only has to serve 6 months. Okay. I really hope they put his ass in general population, okay? Because y'all know how they feel about pedos in jail. All right. Y'all know how they feel about him. They're gonna beat the brakes off his ass and a few other things, okay? Yep. Let me go ahead and give you your sound effect on that in terms of what your ass gonna be hearing when you get up in the jail. Your first night. Booty cheeks don't swole. That's what it's gonna be given. But hallelujah and goodbye. All right. Yes, child. They're gonna be shredding your ass up in there. And I don't feel no way about it. I don't feel no way tired at all. Move right along. Okay. Scream on out. We don't want to hear shit. I have nothing for people that are pedos. It makes no sense. If you have a problem with somebody touched you as a child, go get some help. Do not put that on someone else, because then they've got to carry that, somebody said, my Lord, they carry that burden, for the rest of their life. Like, don't go and do that to somebody else. Go and get some therapy, get some help. That goes for anyone. Okay. All jokes aside, if you were mistreated sexually as a child, touched inappropriately, whatever the case may be, go and get some help for that, because it does fuck with your mind. It does mess with your psyche to the point to where that spirit will then transfer into something else or onto someone else. Okay. And it's not fair to somebody else that they, especially a child. Don't fuck up your children. The children, child. Whitney Houston said the children are our future. But these children out here running around today, I don't think she was talking about those kids, because these kids are another breed of kids because of the people that's raising them. All right. That's who I blame, the people that's raising them. But let's get on to our next topic, okay? Because we got too many ratchet mamas out here, and now we got ratchet kids running around, okay? Yes, we do. Don't nobody be mad at me, okay? Because your kid don't listen. That's turning the damn school out. You got to go to the school every other day. The principal blowing your phone up, okay? Yeah, them parents. Those parents. Let's get into it, though. So nearly 11,000 air traffic controller workers without pay during the government shutdown. Did we just talk about that? But officials assure air travel is safe. Now, I don't know about you, but if a bitch don't have my money, I'm not going to be inclined to work as hard as I did when my money was coming in. You feel me? Black people, y'all know what I'm trying to say, okay? Don't ask me to come to work and you ain't got my check, okay? Because I think primarily anybody to go to any job, unless you sign up to be a volunteer, you expect at the end of the week or whenever you get paid to be paid. So don't ask me to work in the same capacity that I would work if my check was flowing like it should, because a bitch ain't going to be wanting to work as hard. Okay, the phone gonna be ringing and you might go to voicemail. Okay, we might have to have a meeting and the bitch might skip out on the meeting. Just insubordinate shit like that. That's the kind of time I'm gonna be on. Okay, you be like, Rail, the meeting was 30 minutes ago. Oh, and that's my attitude. Okay, and what you want me to do about it? I just checked my account, and upon checking it, I don't see where you deposited my check in there. So I'm probably not going to make the next meeting until said check goes into my account. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? That type of bitch. I don't fucking play about my money. So yeah, I'm gonna need to go ahead and get my money up in there, and then we can proceed with the next thing. All right. And fuck overtime. Overtime, we ain't even gonna even address that. Okay. I ain't even trying to work my time, let alone overtime, if a bitch ain't getting paid. So whoever these 11,000 air traffic controllers that's working without pay, God bless you, because I would have to go home until they figure it out. All right, but let's go ahead and read into it. Bitch better have my money. That's what Rihanna said. Bitch better have my money. You better grease my palms, all right? Count that shit out. Every bit of it. So nearly 1,000 air traffic controllers across the country are working without pay due to ongoing federal government shutdown, officials confirmed, according to People magazine. Shout out to It's On Site. Girl, oh, that sent me. I feel like that was my money, child. Now, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy, I was about to say Sean Puffy Combs, how you get in this? Sean Duffy addressed the issue during a news conference on Monday, October the 6th, at Newark Liberty International Airport in New Jersey. Now, I said that he spoke after meeting with several air traffic controllers affected by the shutdown. I know they had attitude in their child. They probably sitting in the corner like, yeah, bitch, whatever. Now, controllers are required to continue working, hell no, even though Congress has failed to approve a spending bill to keep the government running beyond September 30th. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I wouldn't be taking no flights right now because I feel like people not going to be doing their job. That's all I'm saying. 11,000 and hell no. But let's continue now to say that what the consistent message was from these controllers was that they're not just now thinking about the airspace and the jobs that they have to do in these towers or was that Traycon centers across the country that they're thinking about, am I going to get a paycheck? That's about it, right? You can't ask me to come in here. Don't be speaking to me. So you can't speak to me at work when my check ain't coming in my account. If I come to work, which I probably not, if they're not going to pay me, but if I come to work, let's hypothetically speaking, okay? If I come to work and you see me at my desk and I'm sipping on my tea, don't come to my desk speaking to me, okay, on that Becky bullshit. Hey, Carol, good morning. How was your morning? Now I got to get rolled up because I don't windmilled on a bitch, okay? I got to be rolled up because you done came and spoke to me and I just want to be left the fuck alone and try to get through these funky ass 8 hours that these mofos ain't trying to pay me for, okay? Like how the fuck you just voluntarily put me on, child. Volunteer. Girl, bye. Now, the National Air Traffic Control Association confirmed to people that about 10,800 controllers are currently working without pay. Okay. Now, it says that NATCA President Nick Daniels told Forbes that workers are expected to receive a partial paycheck. I know you fucking lying. You gonna get partial work. They're going to get a partial paycheck on Tuesday, October 14th. Hold up, what's the day? The 8th, 19, 11, 12, 13, 14. I know you lying, 6 days. Oh, God. Then their first zero paycheck on Tuesday, October the 28th. A zero paycheck? What the fuck is that? What's a zero paycheck? So you're going to write a check and put a zero. Again, See, this is why people, and I'm not telling nobody to go do no shit like this, but this is why crazy ass Bob and them be putting on that damn Inspector Gadget jacket with the split in the back and be going down there to the job and acting the goddamn fool. I ain't telling nobody to do that, but I'm just saying. Okay, that's why they say it's always safe and best to fire a motherfucker on Friday because they got the whole weekend to cool off. All right, they don't come back the next day and go tackleberry on your ass. But let's go back to this zero paycheck because that disturbed my spirit a little bit. What the hell? What the hell is a zero paycheck? You be like, girl, man, I got my check today, bitch. I better go down there to the job and get my check, bitch. What the hell? What's zero on here? That's what it's giving, girl. You be like, bitch, I'm about to go pick up my check. And then I'm gonna swing by the mall. Yeah, girl, I'm gonna swing down there by the mall, girl. Because I got some shit I had to, You get there, baby, your check looking like that. And a bitch got to go on and set it off. Okay? You got to be setting it off down at the job. Then a bitch got to be on the news because you done drove your good gas down there, girl. And they're like, yeah, come on down and get your check, girl. We're giving out zero checks, girl, and it's one of them. Okay? Yeah, girl, it's one of them, girl. Baby. Oh, Lord, I don't even want to say on here. I don't even want to say. Now, despite the stress placed on the workers, which we know that's a lot of stress, girl. Now, Duffy, all right, emphasized that commercial aviation remains safe. Really? Because there's going to be some motherfuckers in the corner playing Tetris instead of watching to see what's going on in the air. That's going to be me. Okay? Fuck that. You ain't got my check. Tetris. Every fucking game. Okay? I'm trying to be the top. I'm trying to get the top score on that day. We're playing Tetris. Hell, I might even bring my son a little game like this here and be on there playing some Super Mario shit. All right, fuck these planes. That's gonna be my attitude. All right, your ass shouldn't have flew today anyway. Is that the right attitude? You shouldn't be flying today anyway. Okay, go sit your ass down. That's how you got to tell people. That'd be me. I say yes. Is our airspace safe or unsafe, child? I'm gonna say unsafe. Now say that no, said if we think that there's issues in the airspace that we will shut it down. Again, I don't feel like these people are going to work in their full capacity knowing they're not getting no check, especially passing out these motherfuckers right here. Because I'm just telling you right now. Okay? Don't call me up to no damn job to get no damn check with no zeros across the front. Ain't no one or no two or no other numbers in the front. Okay? Because that's a windmill for your ass right there. But let's continue on, child. Ooh, child. That about sent me. Motherfuckers be hollering at you at the airport and everything. You go up there trying to go through security and all that to get on the plane, and people hollering at you, snatching on you with a damn attitude because they ain't getting no check. I ain't trying to go through that. Hell. So Donald Trump, y'all president, because he ain't my president. Obama's still my president. Okay. Obama's still my president. Let's get this up, child, so we can look at his ignorant ass. I'm sick of him too. All right. Oh God. They put your bag up there. You know how this works at the airport. Like, damn, you can get hollered at. Trump, y'all need to get this shit together because, somebody gonna be fighting in the airport. I just feel it in my spirit. Hold on. Yep, somebody just got punched in the face. All right, so Donald Trump, honey, addresses airport delays after the government shutdown. Now, this says that they're all Democrat delays. What the fuck is a Democrat delay? Somebody help me in the chat. What is a Democrat delay? Do they have Republican delays as well? He's so ignorant. Let's get into it.
Are you concerned about the delays at airports and how you see the shutdown?
Oh, sure. I mean, it's they're all Democrat delays. There are delays at the airport. That's standard. And again, this is something that every day we put forth a bill. It's just a continuation. It's a very simple thing to sign and very simple to do. And I really think that these are people that I think they have nothing to lose. They have a party that's out of control. They have no leader. Nobody knows who the leader is. I look at people with very low IQs like Crockett, this woman Crockett. I never met her, but she's a low IQ individual. I look at AOC talking about how if they want to negotiate, they can come to my office. She's not in that position to do that. And who the hell is she to say that? And then I watch Nancy Pelosi not knowing what to do. I watch.
Are you concerned about the delays?
That's a good. Let me give y'all something. So let me have some of y'all out at work to be late all the time getting to your job. Okay, you get to your job, especially if you're on that final warning at your job. When your boss asks you why you late again today, say, hey, it was a lot of traffic out there. It was a Democrat delay on the freeway. Okay, it was a Democrat delay. That's why I was late. All right, and it was approved by Donald Trump. So that's how you get out of some shit, okay? Anything to go wrong, you make an error at work, whatever. It's a Democrat delay. I didn't even know that shit existed until today, right? Yeah. So if you late, you on your final warning, they about to fire your ass because you keep stopping by Starbucks when you know you're already 10, 20 minutes late. You like, bitch, well, we already late. Let me go on and get this frappe or whatnot. So go ahead and let your boss know that it's a good old Democrat delay going on. That's why you were late. And that it's been approved because obviously he just said it real live and in person right here that it was a whole Democrat delay that was going on. Okay. Yeah. So somebody gonna get fired fooling with me. Please don't get fired from your job at work talking about no damn Democrat delay. But what y'all think about this? Okay. Everything to go wrong, Donald Trump blamed the Democrats. Okay. Donald Trump blamed the Democrats and always want to try to be slick in terms of saying that somebody else is slow or they're not as intelligent as they should be. When the motherfucker, I just told y'all yesterday, he didn't even know that he's the president of Puerto Rico. The nigga said he is sending the troops, okay, over to take down the president of Puerto Rico. Bitch, you are the president of Puerto Rico. Did you know that? Puerto Rico is a part of the United States of America. Did you not know that? So how the fuck are you sending someone to do something to you when I ain't even gonna try to explain it? That's just how stupid it is, okay? Dumb as a bag of rocks, okay? Full to the top. Full to the top, okay? Yeah. Moving right along. I have no words. No words. No words. All right, listen. Who knew that Amazon and the damn post office had this much beef, y'all? I am sitting here, but girl, Macaulay Culkin, I am beside myself with this post right here, okay? Shout out to the Neighborhood Talk. Shout out to what the hell? USPS child carriers pow in the head by Amazon driver wearing a bulletproof vest and carrying 2 pows after altercation in a mailroom. Isn't that serious down there at the post office, girl? Now I know they said the people working the post office crazy as hell, but this shit here is on another level. Said that a man claims that it was self-defense and believes that the USPS driver was a mafia assassin. They hiring them in the post office. See, you don't know who delivering your mail. You go outside trying to fuss out the mailman and you go, one of them. And they pull off on this shit right here. Child, let's get into this. Oh my God, okay. A whole crip is driving the fucking mail truck out here. Who knew? So if y'all bring my shit late, okay. Amazon, if y'all drop my package off late, I'm not gonna fuss or make a complaint no more. Because damn, who knew this shit was gonna pop off? Damn.
Rapid developments in this case here within the last half hour. The first is we've just confirmed the victim has now been transferred to Harborview Medical Center. They tell us he is in critical condition. And within the last 30 minutes, police towed away both the postal van as well as that Amazon delivery truck that are at the center of this investigation as police are trying to figure out what could have happened between a delivery driver and a postal worker that escalated into gunfire. A U.S. Postal Service truck and an Amazon delivery van, both surrounded in crime scene tape as investigators sort out what led up to a shooting inside the mailroom of this Everett apartment complex.
The Amazon worker might be the shooter. It's just like, man, that doing your job.
Jelani Jones lives down the street and says he knows the mail carrier who was shot.
It's just heartbreaking. Like, dang, like it can't believe that. Like, he's always good with people in our neighborhood.
And a small altercation took place where the carrier was unfortunately shot in the face.
Postal inspectors say the mail carrier was working his route when he was shot.
This is devastating to, the postal community.
Everett police quickly arrested the suspected shooter, who they say was another delivery driver.
Amazon walked in and I guess there was a scuffle and he pulled out a gun and shot him in the face. Walked into the office, said, "I shot your postal worker. I'll be standing by my truck."
While investigators sort out exactly what may have led a delivery driver to shoot a postal worker while both were on the job, neighbors say they're hoping for answers soon.
These guys, they go through a lot to do their job, and it's really shocking.
Wow.
Now, what you're looking at right now is the mailroom of this apartment complex where this shooting happened. And just within the last half hour or so, detectives seem to have wrapped this up and now left the scene. I am told that the suspect is going to be booked into the Snohomish County Jail. Now, because this involves a postal worker, they actually have their own law enforcement agency called the U.S. Postal Inspection Service. They're going to be leading this. We also saw the FBI here on scene this afternoon, and the Everett police, of course, were the first ones in to respond and get this scene calmed down. down and get the medics in here to help the victim. So just a lot of moving pieces here and a lot of people in shock about how this could have escalated into this, but certainly more answers to come from police and hopefully from a jail booking report. Reporting live in Everett, Jeremy Harris, Como News. Too rapid development.
Wow, that's a lot to take in at one time, right? That's a lot to take in. So Amazon and the U.S. Post Office is just out here doing the freaking most, y'all. So you guys just heard what they said. Now they said detectives Coleman admitted to the pow-powing. Detectives say that Coleman admitted to the pow-powing, claiming that he acted in self-defense after the postal worker charged at him during an argument. What would the argument have been about for them to charge at each other? Says, but witnesses are saying something different. Said that one person inside the mailroom said that that the two were yelling before things even took a turn. That's weird. It says that the USPS man shoved the Amazon driver and shouted, "Why the are you shoving me?" That made no sense. It said that the Amazon driver then pulled out a pistol and pow-powed the USPS man in the It says, according to witnesses. So the postal worker was rushed to Harborview Medical Center, and he's expected to survive, but may lose an eye. Oh, my. It said that Coleman told detectives that he believed that the USPS worker was part of the mafia and that he'd been cyber stalked and previously attacked with rifles and crossbows. What the hell? It says that police say that he's never reported those claims previously, though. So you ain't reported nothing. So now this is your alibi? Because if you've been cyber stalked and the mafia and all these other people are after you, I would think you would at least have a police report, just to say, hey, just in case some shit pop off, then here's my paperwork showing that I already told y'all. Okay. Child. And I said he was booked into the Snohomish County Jail on first-degree assault charges. Prosecutors call him a public safety risk, and a judge set bail at $1 million. Ooh, child. Said he reportedly insisted that he acted in self-defense and was surprised to be arrested. Really? Oh, okay. If you let off on somebody like that, yeah, you're gonna be arrested. So sound like he was crazy, but again, he did work from the post office at the post office. So nothing against somebody work at the post office. Okay, please don't nobody in my chat. Please take it the wrong way. Y'all know that the laughing joke is that people at the post office that work at the post office, some of them are crazy. I'm gonna say some, not all, because I have some people in my chat that may work at the post office as well. Y'all not crazy, but some of the ones that we've heard about, yeah, they bad shit, girl. All right, moving right along. I don't know if I want to keep talking about this shutdown stuff. I'm gonna keep going, child, because I feel like at some point in time they're gonna be trying to talk about my money, and baby, that's my ass gonna be on the news. Lord, let's move on now. All right, I don't want to be on the news, Lord. I don't want to be on there. Let's keep moving on. All right, let's get into this topic here. According to the Neighborhood Talk, a Missouri man is charged with kidnapping and allegedly signing a 13-year-old girl out of school to play video games. We call bullshit. We know you ain't sign her out of school for not no 13-year-old girl to go play no damn Super Mario. That's your ass, okay? That used to be my game too. I would play Mario until that damn game got so hot. My mom would be like, if you don't cut that off, okay, you got chores to do. Get in here. That was my shit back in the day. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the news portion of it, and then we're going to talk about it, okay? Because my whole thing is, for those of you parents that have kids in school, I'm trying to figure out how it was that he was able to sign her out of school when he's not on. Because, every school has a list of who can pick a child up, okay? So I'm not understanding how he was able to do so, but let's go ahead and get it.
Paulette is now charged with child kidnapping after court documents say he took an 8th grader out of a Ferguson middle school after posing as a family member. Those documents say Paulette was allowed to sign the 13-year-old girl out of class, even though he is not related to the child. Then the victim's parents called police when they couldn't find their child. Using surveillance video, they later identified and found Paulette with the student at his home. The Ferguson Florissant District released a statement saying, in part, an individual falsely identified themselves as a family member of a student who needed to pick them up due to a death in the family. We are actively investigating this matter and will take the necessary steps to ensure the appropriate level of accountability and support, end quote. James Paulette is now charged with child kidnapping after court documents say he took an 8th grader out of a Ferguson middle school after posing as a family member.
I blame the school. And let me tell you why. Any parent that have their kids in school, or if you've ever had a child in school, you know there is there's a form that you have to fill out in terms of who can pick your child up. Their name is on there, their information is on there, and the relationship to the child. Okay, that's just how it is in my son's school. Anybody can't just go pick him up. All right, and and anybody else whose name is not on the list, you should call and verify with said family. Say, hey, such and such is here to say that they're picking up your child. Did you authorize this? That's what should have happened in this situation, and it would have been avoided. This whole situation could have been avoided where this child was not kidnapped and probably some other things. I feel like the child, maybe he was sleeping with or doing some inappropriate things with this child. Because who the fuck, as a grown ass man, go pick a child up 13 years old? What in common do you have with a 13-year-old? And I think that you use to play video games, that whole scenario as your cover up in terms of what was really going on. Okay, obviously this 13-year-old must have known this person. Okay, but then again, you have to watch who your children associate with. A lot of these games, these kids are on there thinking they're talking to another child, and it's an adult. You have to monitor, put parental things on your kids' games, phones, whatever the case may be, because you have pedos like this bitch right here on my screen that target children and bold enough to go to the school when you know you're on camera and everything else. Okay, you're bold to go to the school and say, "Oh, we had a death in our family. I'm here to pick such and such up from school." I know the parents had to be crazy out of their mind, but with this shit right here going on, where you go and pick your child up from school, you know you dropped them off there, but then you go and pick them up and they're not there because somebody like this then came and picked your child up from school. That would send me, and the school would definitely be fucking sued, because unless that name is on the list that I authorized to pick up my child, that child should have never left the school with this person. We have serial R-worders, serial unalivers, all types of crazy shit going on. Obviously, his motives, we already know what it was, and I'm not buying this video bullshit game mess that he's trying to say with the reason that he picked the child up. Let's go ahead and get into it. So a Missouri man faces a child kidnapping charge after the authorities say that he took an eighth grader. You 43, what you want an eighth grader? Student from a middle school under false pretenses. Now, the 43-year-old James Paulette allegedly posed as a family member to sign the 13-year-old student out of Cross Keys Middle School on Tuesday. Now, according to court documents, Paulette claimed that there had been a death in the student's family, prompting school staff to allow him to take her despite him not being a known relative or authorized contact. Whoever authorized him to take the child and allow him to sign that child out should be fired, because it's your job to know who this person is, take a picture of their ID, all of that, photocopy their ID, all of that. And if their name is not on the list, stand firm and say, hey, we have certain protocol, whereas if your name is not on this list in terms of who signs this child out, I'm sorry, and I get it, there's an emergency, but we cannot allow you to take this child out of the school. Hold on a second, let me verify that with the family. Okay, that's what I would have done. Hold on, stand right here. Let me verify that you are indeed allowed to check said person out of school. Okay, and if you're not, then that's your ass. The police will be called. Security, go ahead and take this motherfucker up out of here, because he's here on some other stuff. Okay, that's how you do that. And I ain't never worked for no school, and even I knew that. Now, it says that the student's parents reported their child missing when they could not locate her. Police reviewed surveillance footage and identified the vehicle's license plate and that drove away from the school. Now, officers later located Paulette and the student at his home in Jennings. It says that Paulette reportedly told authorities that he had taken the girl out of school to play video games. So you gonna jeopardize her education over some damn Super Mario and some other things. Now, the Ferguson School District addressed the incident in a letter to the parents, stating that the district is investigating the matter thoroughly, says that we are actively investigating this matter and will take the necessary steps to ensure that the appropriate levels of accountability and support. Says that in the meantime, we want to reiterate our commitment to student safety and security, really, because it's the person that was sitting at the front desk, the secretary who allowed this to go down. Says while also ensuring that all district safety protocols are followed according to the district. Nonetheless, Paulette is now facing charges for child kidnapping, and as the investigation occurs, they might need to do a RAPE kit on that child as well to make sure that nothing else occurred while this child was in this 43-year-old's presence. Okay, moving right along. Y'all can sound off on that in terms of how you feel. All right, so for those of you who are frequent flyers or have ever flied at all, you guys know you just want to get to your destination. You want to get your luggage and stuff in, put your bags and stuff in the upper head bin so you can sit down, get you a good nap or get you a good snack or whatever the case may be when you're flying. Okay. The last thing that you want to do when it's time for you to get off the plane is have some ignorant ass individual like this woman here on my screen, shout out to Neighborhood Talk, who is refusing to allow passengers to exit off the plane until her daughter, who is seated several rows behind everyone else, be let out first. See, this is my problem. If your daughter did not get a seat where she could sit by you, go ahead and get your ignorant ass off the plane and stop holding everybody else up so that they can go to their destinations as well. Black people, why do we act so fucking ignorant? I saw a video the other day where this lady was told she had to exit the plane because she was acting out of order. Okay, all you're gonna get is on arrested and then on the do not fly list, so you ain't gonna be able to fly anymore after that. So let's go ahead and play the video, and then you guys can sound off on what y'all feel. So a woman refuses again to allow passengers to exit off of the airplane until her daughter, who is seated several rows behind her, be let out first.
Can y'all live me? Won't let us get by, ma'am. What is wrong with you? I would hate to be your daughter and have to go home with you. No wonder she's back. Stop our suitcase, please. You know what? You want to do? You need to be real careful because I haven't said anything to you. I haven't said anything to you all. Don't finish anything at all. They won't let my daughter pass, and I need. And I'm not getting my daughter. No, why they can't let her come pass?
They're trying to come from the back of the plane and get off first.
Why did she come from the back of the plane? That's what row she was.
All right, would it not make sense for her, as they're trying to tell her, to step into this row right here where she's standing, allow these people to go, and then your daughter can come to where you are and y'all can safely get off the plane? Why is that so hard to understand? Why is that so hard to understand that you hold everybody else up because you can't get what you want and orchestrate this situation in terms of how you want it to go? Like, no, it don't work that way. If your daughter and anybody that's been on a plane, you know they go row by row. This row will go, this row will go, this row, and so on. So you don't get to stand there and block everyone else from leaving because you can't get your daughter up there when you want her to. If she chose to sit back there, her seat was back there, then she get up when it's time for her row to exit the fucking plane. This would irritate me to no end if I was on this plane. I would snap off on her ass. I'm sorry. Listen to him. Oh my God.
Why they can't let her pass? You haven't been on this plane long enough, lady? Mind your motherfucking business, bitch. Mind your motherfucking business. Mind your motherfucking business. Nobody said nothing to you. And you got the problem solver. You are not the problem solver. You are not the problem solver. You are the problem. You're the problem. No, you are the problem. No, she asked out of the upline security. And I asked her a question. We're all trying to get out. We said excuse me, and then she can come up here. Thanks. Let's go. Thank you.
That's like 20 minutes. How easy it was for you to slide your Michelin built bodied ass in that damn seat so that these good white folk can get up off this plane. Now you're probably gonna be on the do not fly list no more because your ignorant silly ass gonna sit up here and keep everyone else from getting off the fucking plane because your daughter, who's sitting close to the back of the plane, because you can't have her come up and get off when you get off. Or just go ahead and get off and stand up there, and then when she come off, then y'all go walk together. That could have been avoided in so many different ways. This is why white people look at us like we're just the most ignorant creatures on this fucking earth. Because, again, then you cussing other people out because they're telling you right. They're telling you right. Everybody's already irritated. People are jet lagged. Like, there's so many components that go with this situation right here. This is why I say, black people, we got to do better. We've got to do better. This just gives our people a bad name. They already look at us like, oh yeah, here we go, the ratchet. Every black person ain't ratchet. But if I were on this plane, I really would have said something to her ass, especially when I'm ready to get the fuck off this plane. Okay, seriously. Oh my God, y'all sound off. Sound off. China got mad in here about that, and I don't watch this video. Oh my God. Just ignorant, child. They should have immediately put her ass on the do not fly list. No more, baby. You will be on the train. You will not be on no other plane. You will be riding a train, a bus, or something else, honey. Greyhound would have took your ass everywhere you needed to go after that. Moving right along. All right. Oh my God, right? Just ratchet. Child is ratchet. All right. She probably smelled like mothballs standing up there too. Oh, funky ass. Hold on, y'all. Num your ho renge ko that ho. Boom. All right, we back. Moving right along. All right. So Supreme Court denies Nikki Gilbert. Y'all know who Nikki Gilbert is. She's from the group Brownstone. Okay. Love that group. All right. Love that group. She sings down. All right. But y'all remember the show P Valley over there on Stars. Now they're trying to say that she stole their idea or something to that effect. But they're saying that Supreme Court denies Nikki Gilbert's P Valley petition as Katori Hall speaks out. Okay. So the U.S. Supreme Court has denied Nikki Gilbert Daniels' P Valley petition, losing her 5-year legal fight with Lionsgate and Stars. Okay, I probably watched the first season of P Valley. It was just a lot going on. I was just like, what the hell? So following the ruling, P Valley creator Katori Hall broke her silence, calling the hit show my original work and reflecting on her decade-long journey to bring it to life. Let's go ahead and get into what it said here. Okay. So y'all see, this is Nikki, honey. That's the docket number, and it's denied. So you lost that case, girl. Her attitude is real bad. Y'all remember her on R&B Divas when Selena Johnson read her ass down? Totally said her face looked like a monkey's ass or something like that. I was like, girl, did you really say that? Anywho, all right, so the statement from doctor, honey. When you get doctor in front of your name, must be a doctorate degree. All right, so honorary, might be honorary. So statement from Dr. Nikki Gilbert Daniels on the Supreme Court's denial of what is that, certiorari? In Gilbert Daniels versus Lionsgate Entertainment, says October the 6th, which was a couple days ago, 2025, Washington, D.C. Today, the Supreme Court of the United States denied my petition for what is that? Certiorari or whatever that is in Gilbert Daniels versus Lionsgate Entertainment. Says that while I am disappointed, says I remain steadfast in my belief that this case was a historic opportunity to confront the systematic inequities that have long silenced underfunded and underrepresented creators. Okay, why I can't read today? Oh my God. Now, for 5 years, I have fought to defend my intellectual property, Soul Kittens Cabaret, against one of Hollywood's largest studios. Said that this was never just about me, that it was about due process, fair trials, and every creator who's been told that they're too small to win. Now, by declining to hear this case, says that the court missed a chance to address a troubling pattern, the near automatic dismissal of creative plaintiffs' claims before a jury ever hears them. Said Hollywood has won 99% of copyright cases over the past 2 decades, not because every artist was wrong, but because the system is built to favor the powerful. Girl, what is this, an Aaliyah letter? 4-page letter. Says that I kept my promise to go all the way. Now this chapter is complete, and I'm taking time to finish my book, Nikki versus Goliath. It says that the cost of justice and its companion documentary and music, which will come in 2026, winning in the court of law is important, but winning in the court of public opinion is purpose. So thank you to everyone who stood with me during this journey, and to those celebrating the defendant's victory. Remember to toast to karma, because she isn't controlled by the court of law. Lord, girl, you got another page. Okay, so this chapter closes, but the mission continues. Justice may be delayed, but our demand for creative equality will not be denied. Dr. Nikki Gilbert Daniels, founder. And all right. So as you guys can see, she lost her case about this whole P Valley thing for what she was trying to say that she infringed. What they were saying, she infringed on this P Valley situation. So on October the 6th, 2025, as you guys can see, denied. Hold on, guys. Let me get some Kleenex. Give me 1 second, y'all. 1 second. All right, and just like that, I'm back. All right, so back to it. So October 6, 2025, the U.S. court rejected an appeal from Nikki Gilbert, who claimed my television series P Valley infringed on her copyrighted work. So U.S. District Judge Stephen V. Wilson ruled in 2023 that P Valley is not substantially similar to that work for good reason. Said that I have never read, seen, or been giving Soul Kitten Cabaret. So it's looking like she may have infringed on something. Copyright infringement is what it's giving. So she lost her case. Long story short, child. I ain't about to read all this shit. All right. So she's trying to say P-Valley is her original work, and the court said hell no. So she might have to go ahead and cough up some money, honey, for that copyright infringement. That go for anybody else out here infringing, okay? Infringing. So shout out to Nikki Gilbert, honey. You should have heard through the grapevine that you about to lose this damn case, all right? Moving right along. All right, so Danny Glover is seen in the airport. Let's get into him, honey. He said, why are y'all talking to me? I'm trying to be over here talking to my damn boo. All right, these ladies spotted him in the airport, and Mr., aka Danny Glover, had to let the girls know, look, I'm trying to be talking to my boo over here. Don't be talking to me right now, all right? Let's move on. Anybody watch P-Valley? Did y'all watch P-Valley? Y'all watch P-Valley? P-Valley had a lot going on. Let's get into it. They said the day that we met Danny Glover at the airport in New York. So he's getting ready to fly somewhere, okay? Like he was just flying, just regular smuggling. He ain't no first class or nothing. But anywho,
I'm talking to my love on the phone.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, we gonna be quiet.
Not.
I'm talking to my love on the phone.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, we gonna be quiet.
I'm talking to my love on the phone.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Now, only old people call their significant other my lover. I'm talking to my lover on the phone. I said, damn, he done went all the way back to Color Purple on her ass. Damn, if you talking to Celie on the phone, talking to my lover. You be saying that on the phone. Any of y'all men be saying that, okay? Be like, hold on, can y'all keep it down? I'm talking to my lover on the phone. I don't know. That just sounds so weird to me. But somebody spotted Danny Glover, child, in the damn airport, and they were trying to talk to him. Because you know, when you see a celebrity, you know, be like, oh my God, if you be fanning out like that. But he was letting them know, girl, listen, calm it down. I'm trying to talk to my lover on the phone right quick. All right, keep this shit down. Because I don't want her to think I'm over here cheating and whatnot. Okay? I don't want Celia over here acting a damn fool, thinking I'm over here in the airport trying to get some phone numbers and whatnot. Okay? So let's get into it.
Okay, we gonna be quiet.
I'm talking to my love on the phone.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, we gonna be quiet.
All right, because you know, Mister, you saw him on a show like this right here. This is gonna be next. And you kept all that talking and trying to talk to Danny Glover, aka Mister. He's gonna do you like he did Celie. Now I done fixed that mailbox now, so I know it's been messed with. All right. I'm gonna be talking to my lover. Make me have to say it again. Now, shh. That's what he told your ass. She was like, I'm sorry. Like, all right, you done saw the movie. You know how he get down. Make him have to say it again. He got to come around that chair. You know, slap your damn eyelashes off. All right, moving right along. Shout out to you, Danny Glover, child. He will forever be known as Mr. I don't care what role he playing after that. He will forever be Mr. in my world. Okay. I don't care what else he play. He can play a preacher, a pastor in a movie. I'm be like, yeah, forget that. That is Mr. Honey. That is Mr. Right? That's Mr. Honey. I don't care. All right, so let's get into this arrogant asshole right here. Corey Holcomb, the one that's not funny. I actually saw him in person at a comedy show, and he was not funny. He was arrogant as hell. And what he do is he go around the audience and pick at people, and the shit he had on won't even looking right. His comedy is just not funny to me. Me and my husband was like, what the fuck is this? We were not laughing at all. The shit was not funny. But he had some choice words to say about Martin Lawrence, who we all know is very successful in this business, and he's funny. Martin has put his time in, but as we all know, most recently, Martin, we've noticed that he's suffering from some type of medical ailment to where his speech is kind of off. I don't know if he had a stroke or something. I don't know. But Corey Holcomb says that Martin's new stand-up is trash and that he's one of the worst comics out there. I wouldn't say that. Have y'all seen some of Martin's older stand-up comedy shows? I think Martin is funny as hell. I really do. He's much more funnier than Corey Holcomb. And I don't think that Corey Holcomb's career is ever going to surpass where Martin's career has ever gone. I'm just going to say that shit right now. You ain't going to never have as much money as Martin. Your career is never going to go as far as Martin's. You're not going to have as many TV shows. You're not going to have close to the shit that he's produced in his career. He has a chance. Listen, he put his time in. This is how I see it. Martin has put enough of his time in to where he don't have to put shit out no more. If he don't ever put out another comedy video, he's straight. I can go back and look at a lot of his old shit and still get my laugh on. Hell, I'm still looking at Martin. And I bet you I've seen every single Martin fucking episode, but it's still funny. It's still funny. Martin has made his mark. When people say Corey Holcomb versus Martin, I bet you people know who Martin is over Corey Holcomb. I bet you that shit, right? Let's get into what he had to say, because I thought that was very, very disrespectful. You pay homage to the person who made the pathway for your ass. Martin opened the door so your ass could walk in, okay? And that's just on period. Let's
go see some of these guys at these casinos. They suck. Yeah. And I'm bold enough to say names if somebody try me.
Say a name. You ain't gonna say shit, nigga.
Martin Lawrence sucks. One of the worst comics out there, dog.
Oh, don't do that.
I'm just keeping it a buck, dog. I done seen it where I don't say I'm here. I don't take pictures. I watch shit. I'll be like, okay, this is one of the worst comics out here.
Really?
One of the worst comics out here. At one time, he was the man.
Yeah.
I'm talking about his movies.
Yeah.
I know he was kind of hacky with the comedy back then. But now he isn't as coherent as he used to be. Actually, when you see comics at casinos, they normally are at the twilight of their career.
Well, a guy like Martin could just have a Vegas show. I don't know why he just don't have a Vegas show and host
him in Vegas, though. If Martin went up there, they'll be like, what? I mean, I know it's going to get out there, but I'm just saying.
Oh, I remember
go see it for yourself.
Okay. Right.
It's
That's
pretty
right.
bad.
Yeah.
If you don't have the it, you have to rely on writers. You have to have people put a show together instead of going up, making a damn fool out of yourself. There's too many guys that are still on the circuit that know they're finished. And I'm like, so they just really giving people these shows with these, I mean, like the man can't even talk. Yeah. Whatever happened to the brother?
Oh, that's right. They never did say.
Yeah, it's bad. Go see some of these guys at these casinos. They suck.
Yeah.
And I'm bold enough to say names if somebody try me.
Says the same person who also put hands on women. I have no respect for this nigga. I would never. And I hate the fact that I didn't even know he was actually going to be at one of the comedy shows that my husband and I went to. It was supposed to be someone else that was headlining. They threw his ass up there. Not sure why, because he wasn't that funny. He was not that funny to me. But he's very arrogant. I don't like his comedy. I feel like he's very disrespectful. Again, pay homage to the person who opened the door for you prior to getting there. You cannot dispute Martin's career. The movies that he's done, like Get Out of Here. All right. What is it? Bad Boys, Big Mama's House. Like we can name them off. Okay. Let's go all the way back to the what is it? Stand-up comedy with Russell Simmons. Like, damn, Martin is that dude. Martin is that dude. Martin could go up off script and just like pick people out of the audience and crack a joke and like literally have you screaming, crying, laughing. Like, so we're really not about to sit up here and act like Martin was not funny, that Martin did not pave the way, that Martin was not that dude. Again, Martin is syndicated, which means he's still getting a check about that shit. Okay? That's what that means. I cannot stand when people always have to put another person down in order to feel that they have to lift themselves up in that way. I just don't understand that. Corey Holcomb has always been that type of dude. Like, I feel like you are a hater because your career has not taken off in the way that Martin's career has taken off. Okay. I bet you Martin have been in rooms that your ass ain't gonna be able to walk past, let alone walk into. And that's just on period. Okay. You got to watch how you talk about people because the connections that Martin has, even if he never touched the stage ever again, the connections that he has, he can help you get to some of those places. But when you talking shit about him, probably not. So you got to watch how you burn bridges, especially in that industry, because you're going to need somebody someday. That's something I've always been taught. Never burn your bridges because you never know when you got to walk back across that bitch. You just never know. Treat people the way that you want to be treated because you never know when you need that person again. They may have a connection to a person you're trying to be connected to, and you got to go through that person. But when you talk shit about them, when you mistreated them, they're not going to be open to trying to help you. And he definitely needs some help. Corey Holcomb, you need some help with your career. Because I ain't seen no TV show that you on. I haven't seen you nowhere. Okay. I haven't seen no flyers passed out that you're going to be doing no stand-up comedy show nowhere. And if I do, I'm probably going to rip it up because I ain't going to be coming. But yeah, y'all can sound off on what y'all think about that. I thought that was very disrespectful of him. And even the fact that you know he has some type of medical issue and for you to sit there and make fun of that, like that was distasteful, very distasteful. But let's move along. Okay. Shout out to the Art of Dialogue on that one. We love Black love, and I told you guys how I felt about Eva Lung. I'm about to call this child Eva Longoria. Eva Marcel. She talks about getting back with her now husband, because y'all know she divorced him, Michael Sterling. All right, she loved herself to Michael. You could tell the love is there. Whenever they're asking her something about Michael, how she just starts blushing, and it's just like, oh my God, I love the two of them, and I hated when I heard that they got divorced. But I'm happy that they were able to rekindle their romance and get remarried. They are remarried again, for those who didn't know. But she tells her story on how that situation took place. Shout out to Big Ticket Show on this. Let's get into it.
Man, a lot of people talking about your reconciliation, man.
Are they? And yeah. Listen, I saw a video. I think you guys were at Essence Fest, and you guys were at
Shout out to Essence Festival, Black Love.
Yeah, for sure. I think you guys were at a bar, and I said, oh, I think they might be back together. If so, I love it. I'm so serious. Like,
look, look at all these smiles around it.
Smiling because sometimes people spin the block a lot, or sometimes or often it don't work. But I'm just like, this too. It makes sense. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's just.
I mean, you can run the tapes back. I always got married for forever, and Mike was always my forever, and so.
So what spurred it? What was the?
He's always been my forever. It's not gonna change. That no matter what. Me?
Like, what was the moment? What was the
I don't
moment?
know. That we'll do that interview later. That's Eva. We talking about Madam right now.
No, right?
So off the record.
Wait a second.
Off the record, sis. Who reached out to who? Who did you reach out? Did you say like? Hey,
we talk daily. We have 3 children. He's an insanely involved father. He is on top of it. We're family. His dad and mom and sisters and my parents. We keep close, and
that's it for you.
And that's all.
Keep it. I love it. I love it. You smiling, you glowing.
Hey, I just want everybody else to know, leave them alone. Whatever y'all was doing, y'all stop. And that's it.
Back home. I know that's right.
Listen, that's that on that.
Man, a lot of people talking.
She said, "Women, y'all leave him alone. All right, don't be still trying to holler at him because he is taken again, girl. That's my man." Okay, she said, like Nivea said, "Honey, don't mess with my man because I'm gonna be the one to bring it to you." Okay, that was my song too. So shout out to Eva and Mike being back together, and she's still glowing and basking in love, and I love that for them. Okay, because they do have beautiful children together, but unfortunately, y'all know sometimes people grow apart a little bit. But then I think she had time to think about it because she did file for divorce. Y'all know during that time, he went out here and had a whole DUI and all that. But they found their way back to each other. They rekindled their love. They got remarried again. They're raising their families together, and they appear to be still in love. So usually I don't, co-sign a person spinning the block on a person, but in this situation right here, I'm all for it. Okay, I'm all for it because I love Black love, child. I love it. So shout out to them. Moving right along. All right, so for those of you that care, y'all remember yesterday we talked about Bambi's ex-boyfriend Rayface was seen in the bed, child, with crazy ass Tommy from Love and Hip Hop in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. So our Bambi fires back, honey, and says that Rayface is lying on her for clout just to get posted on bigger blogs. Now, I told y'all that I felt that Rayface started or linked himself to Bambi in order to get on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, so that he can kind of get his clout going, because he was trying to get his own little spinoff situation. Word on the curb is he had a girlfriend and a whole family, and Bambi didn't know it, so they broke up. So with them breaking up, he's just been going from cast member to cast member. Now he done hollered at Tommy and then went over there and bought her Rolex and all that. We talked about it yesterday, but I showed y'all the text messages where Bambi was in conversation with her and Rayface about him pushing up on Tommy when Tommy's supposed to be like her homegirl. But let's get into what she had to say.
Because this man went on this interview and was like, yeah, she wants to get back with me. She just asked me for money. She asked me to take her on a trip. And when I saw it, I was like, what? Like, people are really crazy. So I tried to give him the opportunity to clean it up. I'm like, yo, like, why would you do this? Like, this is a flat out blatant lie. And so he kept saying he was going to get on there and clear it up. He did not clear it up. And I gave him enough time to get on there and clear it up. And he did not. And so I had to do what I had to do, because at this point, it's like people just keep poking and poking and poking. and they're used to me not saying nothing. They just be like, she ain't gonna say nothing. Like, she don't like to be in drama like that. I don't do this internet stuff. Like, I have, but I don't. It's not a normal thing for me to just get on here and be talking shit about people, responding to stuff. I just don't do it because, to be honest, most of the time, like, I really don't care. Like, if somebody is saying,
people who don't care don't respond. You had a whole conversation, text message conversation, a thread of conversation between you and Ray Face. So you showed that you did care once you saw pictures of him and Tommy out there. So it's given that you still was in your feelings a little bit because you were arguing back and forth in conversation with him. So you did care.
And something crazy, I just be like, whatever. I don't even fucking care. I'm not about to let him get away with these lies. One, he was like really just trying to get some attention, trying to get some clout. That's the only way he would get a response from me. He was trying so hard to do so much to make it to a blog, and he didn't make it to the big ones. You know what I'm saying? And no shade to the other blogs, but that was all about for the people who just saw the screen records and was just like, where's this even coming from? It's because he was lying. And
yeah. Okay. So then let's get into what Tommy had to say because she responded. Okay. Tommy responded. So we're going to get into what Tommy had to say. Okay.
I don't do scandals with niggas. Like, I don't play like that. And all of this home wrecking shit y'all saying, oh yeah, she known for having a bitch seconds and da-da-da. That's not what I'm known for, baby. Y'all ain't seen one man that I've been with. You ain't seen it. You ain't seen me in a relationship. Don't lie like that. That Tamar shit, that woman went on her show and called me a crackhead. Yes, I'm gonna play in your face. That's a whole different scenario, baby. And even that wasn't a nigga of mine. I don't take shit serious. Y'all should know me. I don't take shit serious like that. Like, bitch, we playing games. I got a few. That's just what that was. But me, as far as I love, and I want it to work, baby. And I pray she take you back. Like, whatever you're going through, my brother, I really wish the best for you. But like I said, leave me out of it. And I'm remaining as calm as I possibly can because I really don't like this shit. I don't do.
It's just weird.
I don't like this shit at all. Like, at all. Anybody who knows me, been around me, knows that I don't like this shit. I don't play like this at all. I have a family. I love my motherfucking kids. And nobody's gonna come on here and embarrass their mom just to get back at whatever situation they got going on that I have no clue on what the fuck. All of this. So yeah, no, that's not cool. That's not fair. And you know what I'm saying? Just for me to clear my face for the strength of my kids, I don't never want to talk about this shit again. We're not talking about this no more.
Girl, you got a nice little Rolex out the deal. I wouldn't be arguing with nobody, honey. Okay, you blinging over there. Let them be mad. Okay, she played dude to the left just enough to get her little Rolex. Okay, she got a nice Rolex out of Ray Face, and now she's like, yeah, I ain't with that nigga. Thank you for the watch, but okay. So yeah, she played you good. She played you. The question is, Bambi, did you get a Rolex out of the deal, or did you get some bumps, girl? Okay, did you get bumps or Rolex? Okay, because Tommy got a Rolex out of that. So I don't know what she had to do to get it, but go off. Moving right along. All right, Love and Hip Hop exclusive. They're saying that Mendeecees claps back at Rashida and Kirk. Okay, and Scrappy shares some of his truth as well. While we're talking about reality TV, child, let's get on into all of the mess of the mess. All right. So, of course, y'all know Rashida and Kirk did some interviews where they were saying that Mendeecees and Yandy were not being authentic, that they're lying to the audiences about their relationship. Of course, you guys know Mendeecees and Yandy, they're not like legally married because Mendeecees has a lot of money that he has to pay back in restitution. Okay. So Yandy chose not to go ahead and legally bind herself to him in marriage so that her money didn't get tapped by way of Mendeecees. So Mendeecees is clapping back at Rashida and Kirk and pretty much telling them mind their damn business about his relationship with Yandy and how they, how they roll. Because we just found out a few weeks ago that Yandy was seeing some other guy and flying him out in other countries and smashing him per her friend. Okay, her friend, her her assistant, who came out to say that he shared a room beside Yandy, and Yandy was flying out this dude, and he heard them in the other room, and they're smashing, and Yandy was in there hollering real good, child, with her legs thrown, to the moon or whatever, or behind her ears or whatever. I don't know. I went in there, but so yeah, let's get into what Mendeecees had to say.
not their responsibility to tell us what we need to do. I think they need to focus more on their relationship.
Hey, what's happening? It's your boy Big Scrap. You already know what it is, man. You watching the top notch Jiz Naive. You real me. That's great. You did juice.
What's up, y'all? This man DC and you watching Great Juice.
DC's. I interviewed Kirk and Rashida yesterday, and I asked them if they would give any advice to you and Yandy in y'all relationship right now. They said that y'all need to own up to whatever's going on in y'all marriage. What do you have to say to that?
I think it's not their responsibility to tell us what we need to do. I think they need to focus more on their relationship and try and work on being a blended family and just, stop worrying about other people. What we doing? Like, who the fuck does that? Like, worry about your fucking household. Like, don't worry about mine. Be good. If I say be good, be good. Don't try to make us not good.
Okay.
It's not their responsibility.
I'm just so cool. I just want to make sure my kids get to a certain point where they need to be at. You know what I'm saying? And get love from both of their parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even tripping on none of that. But sometimes, even when you get to arguing, sometimes I don't got the like energy to argue with them no more. Like, ain't no arguing, especially with the oldest one, mama. Like, we have no reason. You feel what I'm saying? The other one, I ain't got no energy to do that no more anyway. That's like, I done did enough of that. And when we was in that long relationship, that was a 10-year relationship. You know what I'm saying? And then to come and see that, it's just, I just don't have no energy for that. I'm just so cool. I just want to.
Song with Ciara and Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, it was called I'm Out. And
Yeah.
Nicki name dropped you.
What'd she say? I ain't.
So they're saying that Nicki Minaj dropped Mendici's name on a song called I'm Out, Shout Out or something like that. Let's see what it's saying.
He said Lil Mendici from other hip hop, something. But it was kind of
She didn't say Little Mendici. She said Mendici.
Yeah.
Ain't no take the little off. Ain't nothing little about me. I got a little Mendici. I'm big.
Yeah.
Big one.
He got a little Mendici already.
Yeah. She was like, I seen you loving hip hop, like that.
Yeah.
In jail cell, right?
Wow.
They performed it at the award show, but I also heard about it. And I remember, like, damn, I'm in the fucking cell watching this shit. I need to be out there. I can tell you, Yandy was pissed off about that drop. Like, she was. What? She was pissed.
Wow. No, that's
she was like, how she gonna mention you? Like,
yeah, she said, don't make these bitches go crazy over this nigga. You fucking idiot. Song with Ciara and Nicki Minaj.
Child. So y'all know Mendici spent all that time in jail. Yandy, she stayed child and held him down. Now there were rumors that Yandy was out here smashing and dashing while Mendici was locked up. I mean, some girls do that because they man ain't there to, give them no pow. But anywho and anyway, what y'all think about that? Mendici is saying that he and Yandy are good. I feel like they just have an understanding in their relationship that, they really, I don't feel like they're enough for each other. So I think as long as it's agreed upon, they call it a lavender marriage type situation. Now y'all go look it up. This lavender Hollywood type marriage thing is, that y'all can sleep around with whoever as long as you let the person that you're with know and that they're cool with it. I don't agree with that shit, especially nowadays with all types of diseases and stuff going around. Like, rumors have been going out for quite some time about Mendici's and Yandy's relationship. And when Yandy got caught, all she did was apologize for it, which a lot of people keep saying, okay, well, maybe they do have a lavender situation where Mendici can go and smash who he wants to. And then, Yandy can go smash who she wants to. And then they come back and just be this, family unit and no problem. But I don't feel like Rashida and Kurt needs to be speaking on anyone's relationship. When Rashida, you get cheated on the most. You've been with Kurt, and he's had side babies and every other type of child. He's had children since you guys have been married. So I don't feel like you should be worried about anything dealing with Yandy and Mendici's when your relationship is worse. And it's rumors that Kurt might have got that same baby mama, Jasmine, pregnant again, which means he's still sleeping with her unprotected. So worry about why you and Kurt, Rashida, you and Kurt be taking the baby mama on vacation with y'all, okay? Because it sounds like some lavender shit going on over there too. I wouldn't be worried about what's going on with somebody else when your situation is just as effed up. I'm just saying. Okay, it's too much lavender in the room. Okay, shit. Moving right along. Shout out to Coach Prime, honey. Coach Prime, he has announced that he is having a surgery. I told y'all yesterday that he's having some blood clot situations going on. So let's go ahead and get into that. Okay, let's get into that. Prayers up, child. Y'all know that's a dangerous situation. I said it yesterday. Prayers up, prayers up. All right, so Deion Sanders says that he is having a procedure done today and prayerfully says that he will be back tomorrow. Okay, let's get into what
I'm having a procedure today. Prayerfully, I'll be right back tomorrow because I don't miss practice. I don't plan on doing such, but it is what it is. And we found what we found. We knew what it was. So I have a wonderful team of doctors in UC Health and a wonderful team of trainers here to make sure and ensure my health. And it's not like I'm doing something. I got a lot of well wishes of people talking about, you need to slow down. You need to, if they could break it. It has nothing to do with me working in the level that I'm trying to compete at. It's hereditary. It is what it is. It's nothing that I could have done to stop what's transpiring, nothing that I could have taken or something that I'm just not abiding by. It is what it is. Sometimes it's just what it is. And I trust God with all my heart and all my soul and all my mind. So I'm going to go in there and I'm having a
So yeah, he's having a procedure to I guess remove the blood clot. He was saying his legs hurt so bad. They showed a video of him. Let's see if it's
I think I got more blood clots.
There it is. See how
Cat's out the bag, all right? I think I got more blood clots. Mine, it don't make sense. I'm hurting like crazy. I got the doctor's appointment Monday to see what time it is. So that's what's going on. I'm not getting blood to my leg. That's why my leg is throbbing.
You look like him.
Sorry to get that out, but thank you for noticing. I think I got more blood clots.
Y'all see that? So blood clots are very, very dangerous. They can travel, like especially to your heart, and that could be very fatal. So I'm not sure why he's having all these blood clots, but as I told you guys yesterday, he's had several toes amputated as a result of this issue that he's dealing with. So it's looking like he has to go back under the knife again for some type of surgery to make sure that he is okay. So prayers up for him. He was saying, hey, I'm going to get my surgery and I'm gonna be back on the field. But I'm like, you might want to slow it down. Y'all know he has a huge love for football. All right, he is a coach. He's very passionate about what he does in terms of the game, but maybe he want to slow it down a little bit and just kind of rest until you kind of get over this situation, because you have a lot of people that's praying for you and pulling for you to get better. Okay, you still have your children who love you and want to see you come up out of this as well without everything going on. But let's get on out here, child. As you guys can see, everybody's praying for him in this situation. So shout out to and prayers up for Deion Sanders as he deals with his procedure, which they said is going to be done today, after revealing that he has several blood clots. Okay, let's move along. This story here really made me sad. Okay, this story made me sad. Mothers out there, please talk to your daughters and sons, because sons also get lured as well. Let's go ahead and share the situation. We keep seeing a lot of this. Oh my God, these psychos that be on the internet seeking out our Black women in order to unalive them. Okay, I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not sure what the connection was with this individual and this young woman right here, but 28-year-old Renea Lewis was found dismembered and hidden in a secret wall, you guys, after going out on a date with a 41-year-old Douglas Shaw from a dating site. I keep saying, if you guys are on dating sites trying to find that one or just a date, make sure you're being careful. One, do not go to this person's house when you're trying to get to know somebody until you know this person. Go to public places so that if something happens, motherfuckers start nutting up and going crazy, you are in a public place where other people can help you. Okay, we hear about people getting put in trunks. We hear about people being taken to places where you never ever see them again. I'm not sure why this young woman felt comfortable enough to go to this man's house, and that's the last time that they've ever seen her. Now her mother is crying out and asking for answers in terms of why her daughter was, or her life was taken away and was put in a fucking wall and hammered it. Well, not hammered, but put into a wall, hidden into a wall where nobody could find her. He looks crazy. I don't know I don't know. And I'm hoping that she wasn't like doing some, what's the word? Like women of the night type stuff. Okay. Cause they do have that type of shit going on now too, but let's go ahead and get into this. A 28-year-old from Berkeley, California was missing. Said that her family used the Life 360 app to track her phone to Villaggio home, where it was later found on a nearby school roof. It says the police initially searched the home but found nothing. Police returned with a search warrant and discovered a secret attic entrance in a shed where Douglas Irwin Shaw lived. It said that Lewis's body was hidden in there, dismembered. It said that Shaw, who recently met Lewis, confessed to the unaliving and was then arrested. The motherfucker looked crazy. I'm just saying. He looked like Jeffrey Dahmer part 2 in this bitch. Like, let's get into what her mother had to say, because this is a mother's worst nightmare, okay?
To you for you to kill her and then put her in a wall.
Sad.
When he said we found your daughter, I just collapsed. I was like, I can't believe this. And I was praying. I said, God, please don't let it be her. Please don't let it be her. And he did not answer my prayer.
It was the news no one in 28-year-old Renea Lewis's family wanted to hear. Police found her body behind a wall inside this home on 14th Street in Vallejo. Her mother last texted her on Friday and thought it was unusual not to get a response.
When they found her body behind the wall. They nailed her body behind the wall.
Vallejo police announced late Tuesday that they had arrested Douglas Shaw. It's still unclear what his relationship is to Renea or to the home.
She do to you for you to kill her and then put.
So apparently she was on, like I said, she met him on a dating site. He probably posed as someone else, because y'all know a lot of people do that on dating sites now. They put a picture up of someone else or who they perceive themselves to be. And then when you see said person, again, I'm not sure why she went to this person's house. I probably would have been spooked when you say, hey, yeah, come on back here in the shed. I'd have been like, no, thank you, and got the fuck out of there. Okay. But usually first dates should be at like a restaurant, bar, or a very, very public place. All right. Probably a few dates should definitely be public, just in case this person is crazy. Nowadays, you got to do STD checks on people. You got to do background checks on people, because you don't know who this person is. Anybody can pretend to be someone else. Anybody can act normal for 30 days. It's the 31st day is when niggas start nutting up on you. Then you got to be like, oh, okay. I hope she was not doing that type of work. And we got to look at it all angles. Okay. She's a beautiful girl, but for her to feel as comfortable as she felt to go to this person's house on a first chance meeting, and then for this to happen, that's very sad. He should be under the jail. Beautiful girl. Stuff like that really bothers me. All right. Stuff like this really bothers. For anybody that's on dating sites, please do your homework. Okay. I told you guys about a guy, nice looking guy. When they showed this picture, I was like, I see why the women were throwing themselves at him. Nice looking guy. Okay. But he was fucking crazy, because he was dating women and wooing them, and these women would then invite him to their house. He was on the dating site Plenty of Fish, and you guys might have heard about this before. Light-skinned guy, nice looking guy, but he was going to these women's houses and was like choking them, like, strangling them. These women died from angulation, was said that way. And then he would go to the next person. Come to find out, there were several women that he done this shit to. So he would, talking that slick shit, and make the woman feel comfortable. Say, well, let me come to your house this time, instead of us going out on a date, getting a 2 for $20 type shit. Y'all know. So then these women be like, okay, yeah, just come over, come to the house or whatever. And they do whatever they do. And then he just go crazy on their ass. And the next thing he's on some crazy shit. But that's probably what happened here. But for this man to, dismember this lady, beautiful girl, and hide her in a fucking wall, like, what is this world coming to? Stop going to people's houses. Stop going to I don't care how much they offer. I don't care how good they look. I don't care what kind of slick shit they talking to you. Do not do it, because these crazy men out here are unaliving our women every single day. Men too. Men don't be going to these crazy women's houses, because women can be crazy too. Like, be prayed up, child. Use your discernment. Do some background checks on these people. Sometimes the names that they're putting on there is not even their name, because they probably got several warrants and are the popos looking for their ass. So they're going to be posing as being someone else. Okay. He's going to tell you his name is Douglas Shaw, but it's going to be some other shit. Oh my God, I hate stuff like that. But let's continue. Shout out to the bitch gossip. Lord have mercy. All right. Let's get into this last topic. All right. One thing I cannot stand is when our people, Black people, are not woke. This person here that I'm about to play for you guys is the most unwoke person I've ever seen in my life. Okay. The one thing I cannot stand is when our people cannot embrace the fact that they are Black. I'm just saying. I'm sorry. You want to use every other, word besides what it really is. This man says that he is an individual. He is not a black man. You should be proud to be who you are. Okay. Be honest with you. Like, this shit here is so crazy. Let's get into this. Hues and culture. Thank you.
So you didn't think it was black?
I am an individual. I am not a black man. I don't even know what that means. I am an individual. Race is a preposterous social construct.
Do you feel like that when you
is the
get pulled
truth.
over by the police?
I do feel like that when I get pulled over
Must
by
be
the police.
nice.
You know why?
Go ahead,
Because when they
Sean.
talk to me, they're engaging with this vernacular. They're engaging with me in this particular way. And it's impossible to misconstrue what's going on here.
So what is going on there? What is going on there? What is going on there? A different type of blackness than when
No,
than
it's not a
somebody
different
that
kind of
actually might
blackness. Yeah, I'm an
not have that
individual.
vernacular.
I'm an individual.
Right, but what is? But so wait, hold on. Wait a minute.
Okay.
So you just said a lot there.
So apparently we do have time.
Okay, so you said when you were pulled over by a police as an individual who happens to have skin that is black, let's say that,
I mean,
or
I'd say
brown,
this is
whatever,
yeah.
darker than white. Okay.
Yeah.
That when they hear your vernacular, they realize what they're engaging with. And what is that?
A sophisticated individual.
And so when a black person who is pulled over that you might not deem as a sophisticated individual, how will they get engaged
The
with?
issue would not be their race. It would be the degree of sophistication they have or don't have to navigate the situation.
And when a white person is pulled over,
Again, sophistication is still the key issue.
the statistics don't support that.
I just don't.
So you didn't think it was black?
I am an individual. I am not a black man. I don't even know what that means. I am an individual. Race is a
Crazy.
preposterous social construct.
Do you feel like that when you
is
get
the
pulled
truth.
over by the
I don't care how many big words you try to use. Motherfucker look like his name might be Trevor or something. Okay. A black dude named Trevor. We're going to give you Trevor. Okay. This is the most ignorant shit I have ever heard in my life. I'm not a black man. I'm an individual. We're all individuals. But when you go and check off on that paperwork, when they ask you what is your race, individual is not a choice. So you got to check black or African American, or maybe you just want to be white, which then that would make it falsifying a document. So what the fuck is your problem, sir? I cannot stand for our people not to be woke. Like, what is it with you claiming to be a black man? That's what you are. You are sitting there with a fucking high top fade. Your skin is brown in nature. Like, what the hell? Just because you talk proper and white does not make you white. There's no difference than a person dressed, a white man or boy dressed up like a black man with a fitted cap and talking hood lingo. You still white. Like, get the hell out of here. What's wrong with people? Self-hate. Thank you. That's definitely self-hate. He just the more he talks, the more ignorant he sounds. The more he talk, and then white people look at us like, what the? You don't want to embrace your own race and who you are. You're not happy in your skin. You are embarrassed to embrace who you are. Like, that's a slap in the face to our ancestors for you to sit on a public platform to not acknowledge who you are as a black man. Like, what the hell?
Police.
I do feel like that when I get pulled over
Must
by
be
the police.
nice.
You know why?
Go
Because
ahead,
when they
Sean.
talk to me, they're engaging with this vernacular.
So because you talk proper and use long words, they don't give you a ticket when they see you? Like, what the?
They're engaging with me in this particular way.
Yeah.
And it's impossible to misconstrue what's going on here.
What is going on there? What is going on there? What is going on there? A different type of blackness than when
No,
than
it's not a
somebody
different
that
kind of
actually might
blackness. Yeah, I'm an
not have that
individual.
vernacular.
I'm an individual.
Right, but what is? But so wait, hold on. Wait a minute.
Okay.
So you just said a lot there.
So apparently we do have time.
Okay, so you said when you were pulled over by a police as an individual who happens to have skin that is black, let's say that,
I mean,
or
I'd say
brown,
this is
whatever,
yeah.
darker than white. Okay.
Yeah.
That when they hear your vernacular, they realize what they're engaging with. And what is that?
A sophisticated individual.
And so when a black person who is pulled over that you might not deem as a sophisticated individual, how will they get engaged
The
with?
issue would not be their race. It would be the degree of sophistication they have or don't have to navigate the situation.
And when a white person is pulled over,
Again, sophistication is still the key issue.
the statistics don't support that.
I just don't.
They don't.
Go
ahead, John.
Look,
Individual race
Well,
is a preposterous social construct.
Do you feel like that when you
is
get
the
pulled
truth.
over by the police?
I do feel like that when I get pulled over
Must
by
be
the police.
nice.
You know why?
Go
Because
ahead,
when they
Sean.
talk to me, they're engaging with this vernacular. They're engaging with me in this particular way. And it's impossible to misconstrue what's going on here.
What is going on there? What is going on there?
First of all, I had a call that I had to take right quick. So what do y'all think about this? Again, ignorance. I cannot stand when I see, obviously he's educated because of, you know, his lingo in terms of how he speaks, but he's very ignorant in terms of how he presents himself in terms of who he perceives himself to be. I think he really needs to go somewhere and lay down on someone's couch and figure out why the fuck he is so unwoke is a great word to plug there, and why he doesn't think that he's black, okay, and why he doesn't want to embrace himself as being a black man, because God forbid you have a son. What are you going to teach your son? That he's not a young black man, that he's just a regular individual? Then he's screwed up and go to school and they're asking him about, you know, black history and other things, and he don't want to embrace that because he's been taught his entire fucking life to be a individual. Like, it's given that you're disconnecting yourself from reality, which is the fact that you are a black man. Embrace that. And that goes for anyone else, okay? Being black is beautiful. I love being a black woman, okay? Black men embrace being black. That's huge. We are kings and queens. That's how we're perceived. I ain't never been to Africa a day in my life, but I'm a queen. And that's how I view myself. You ask me what nationality I am, I say black. Am I mixed? I do have some other things mixed in me, but I resonate, well, not resonate, but I call myself black. I check black. When I'm filling out my paperwork, I check black. Yeah, I check black. I'm proud to be black, and you should be proud as well if you are black. If you got just one sprinkle of black in you, you're black. Sorry to break it to you, okay? You can be Puerto Rican, black, but if you got just a little sprinkle, you're still black. Understand that, okay? And embrace that. It's a beautiful thing to be black. All right, all the things we had to go through to be where we are right now, baby. Embrace that shit. Embrace it, okay? But what do you guys think about it? Say, I'm black first. Yes. Somebody say, I'm going to Africa. I'm not going outside the country right now. I just do not trust it right now, child, especially with Trump in office. I'm good on that. All right. But that was our last topic, guys. Thank y'all so much for joining the show. I hope y'all enjoyed all of the topics that we discussed this morning. Yeah, thank you. I had to give y'all the applause. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming over and supporting the channel. Yes, honey, I'm proud to be black. Thank you, Faith Williams. Let them know. Okay, thank you to my top flight mods, Truth TV Podcast, Tyra, KBR, Sweet Essence, Scorpion Miss, Rose Armstead. Thank y'all for doing an awesome job. Y'all do such a great job. Thank you to all the content creators that stopped by here. Schoolboy, thank you. Queens Speaks TV, Purple Unicorn, Sunny Days, Simple Mom Family TV. Shay Renee, if you're here. Miss Didi, if you're here, thanks for being here as well. Snatch by Diego, if you're here. Okay, because I know he'd be here sometime. He'll pop in and out. Thank you guys so much. Friend shows, thank you as well for stopping by, friend. You know I love you down as well. And everybody else in the chat, all my caramelians, y'all know I love y'all down as well. Please don't forget to tap the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel, and you can share the video if you like, okay? For those of you just coming in, go ahead and hit the replay because we had some great topics, okay, for you guys to check out on this good old hump day, Wednesday, okay? So let's get on out of here. I will be back for a pop-in today, okay, with more news that I know you guys can use because Wednesdays usually be lit with a lot of things going on. So I will be hitting you guys back. In the meantime, in between time, let's go.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They're deceived with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why they say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.